Hello, tribe. Welcome to the Empowered Tribe channel. If you are new here, welcome, 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 and thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Nondumiso Kamajola. And today is a very exciting day for me, especially for doing this video, since it is the last video of 2021. So that means reflect, reset, and get ready for 2022. So in this video, I will be sharing some of the highlights of my 2021 highlights, my biggest takeouts, like the lessons I've learned in 2021, and how am I planning to show up in 2022. I will also be sharing with you guys how you can go about reflecting on your own on how the year has treated you, or on how this year has been like for you, and probably help plan for 2022. So this is a very exciting moment for me, and thank you to everyone who has been tuning in throughout this journey, which is new to me by the way, but I got to enjoy it so much. 2021 for me, it was a year for me to reconnect with myself. It stretched me like so much. I stretched myself in a way this year, and I couldn't be happier. I reconnected with me. I reconnected with me. So yeah, I'll be sharing. I will start off by sharing some highlights, my 2021 highlights, my favorite moments, and what I learned from 2021. The biggest one, which I'm very proud of, is rediscovering Nondumiso. Yep, I have somehow lost her. So yeah, that was very exciting and an intense journey that I had to take, but it was very refreshing and exciting, and it allowed me to stretch myself. So this was for me my biggest highlights for 2021. My second highlight will have to be me opening up to the world again, like believing that I have so much to offer and many lives to impact. I have been staying in this bubble for almost 4 years now, and for me coming out of that bubble again and reliving my life that led to me sitting in front of the camera and recording myself. Yeah, that was like, yeah. So I'm ready to be out there, and I had to understand that me playing small and hidden, it does not serve the world, and that's not what I'm here for. I believe God placed me in this earth for a purpose, and that purpose is to impact in where it is to impact um, wherever life plants me. I got to be vulnerable in front of you. I got to share my life experiences, even if they were not the greatest ones, even the scariest things that happened to me. But I mean, it's liberated me to do that, because I'm a completely different person, and I am stepping into this level of my life with so much grace and light. And last but not least, for me, this 2021, I closed 2021 with a bang. It might seem small to others, but for me, it means really a lot, because it's something I really like and enjoy, to connect people. I hosted the first ladies session to have empowered conversation and reflect on the year, and ask ourselves, and got to ask ourselves those quality hard questions that we need to constantly ask ourselves. It was a chilled and session, and we were just chatting about life in general and the things that we go through as women. um for those who know me, or who are closer to me, or who have been following my journey, let me say since 2010, they will know that I've always been about connecting people. And it's been like 4 years already since I had not done something of this kind. So for me, no matter how little it was, but for me it meant a lot, and it came as a reassurance that I have indeed reconnected or rediscovered non-miso. Having shared my highlights, I also had some lessons that I took out from this year in particular, and it wasn't an easy year. I mean, since last year we uncertain about a lot of things. Like, we don't know. One day we are free, the following day we are locked up, but we're not free. I mean, we now have to live our life in fear. Like, we were not sure what to do, what not to do next, what to plan. Will it ever happen? Is it going to happen? Will I have? So for me for me this year, I had to learn to be patient. Another lesson for me that I took out from 2021 in particular is that if you show up exactly as who you are actually honoring yourself and inviting a series of opportunities to your life that aligns. It's easy for opportunities to pass you by if you are not operating from your truest self. I did not fake. I became vulnerable when I needed to be vulnerable. I cried when I had to cry. I shared my story openly, and that was just magical for me to watch, and it was a game changer. I also got to understand that we are born out of purpose for a purpose. So that for me meant no matter where I am in my life, no matter what season I am at in my life, even at my lowest point, but I needed to impact. That's what we are all supposed to be doing. So I learned that this year I learned that purpose is impact, and impact does not it can come impact can come in any like form or shape. It's not what people perceive it to be. Like, you have to do these great huge things that are seen. I learned that you can still be impactful and living your true and living your purpose even if you're behind the scene, even if you're not seen. Having said that, I learned also that every level or every season of your life requires a different version of you. I'm laughing at this because we, or rather tend to I used to be this person who will learn new things, reach a new level in my life, and still have this hold over my old version of. You need to understand that you do not owe anybody, like anybody, not even yourself, the old version of you. You are in the new level, we're in the new season, so we need a new you, and you don't owe it anyone. You don't have to go around be ashamed or explain why you have changed. We are supposed to change. We are supposed to evolve. We are supposed to grow. We are supposed to outgrow friends, outgrow certain habits. So there is a lot of change that is going on in us as human as we journey through life. Going to 2022. I 2022, I want to continue showing up intentionally for my goals and for myself, and living my life the best way I know how. Okay, now that I've shared my reflection and my reset plan for 2022, here are 3 questions I encourage you guys to ask yourself so that you will be able to reflect on this year and be able to set a tone for your 2022. Number one, what are you most proud of in 2021? What is that thing that you did in 2021 and you are most proud of? It could be the silliest thing or it could be the smallest thing. It doesn't have to be the huge thing, but you need to really look back in 2021 and think about what is it that you are most proud of, and then go on and ask yourself, how did you make it happen? Because you might need those strategies that you applied to make that, or those steps that you applied to make it happen. So you ask yourself, what is it that I'm most proud of in 2021, and how did I make it happen? That will give you a feel of what you may take out from the year and continue doing even in the following year in terms of achieving your goals or changing your life for the better or for the way you want it to be. The second question will be, what are the lessons you are taking out in 2021? Find out, like search deeper and ask yourself, like think about it, think about the year and ask yourself, what is the biggest lesson you take out from this year? Ask yourself, what is my goal for 2022? You need to ask yourself now. We don't set New Year's resolution. We set goals, intentional goals, and we set them now. We set the tone now. So ask yourself, what is my goal for 2022? And then here is a catch. As when you have identified what is your goal for 2022, here are the questions you need to ask yourself so that you will be sure that it's an intentional goal and it has meaning to you. What is so important about this goal? What deeper meaning does it have in my life? Like, what deeper meaning does it have to you? What will happen? What will happen if you achieve this goal? What will happen to you? What will happen to you if you do not achieve it? Those are two different questions. What will happen to you if you achieve it? What will happen to you if you do not achieve it? Your goal has to have like a bigger why and attach an intention to it. That's it from me for today and for 2021. Happy holidays, guys. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you so much, guys. Mwah.